told us was ugly at 16 versus me at 16. Again, who they tried to convince us was ugly at 16 years old versus me at 16. No wonder we think we're ugly. This is what they told us ugly was growing up. There are few things worse than being a truly awkward and insecure teenager being told that gorgeous actress number 1587 is actually ugly, plain, and overlooked. Why? Because she has curly hair and glasses, duh. I present to you one of our most classic examples, Exhibit A, Anne Hathaway in the Princess Diaries. From the jump, the movie basically shoves down our throat that Mia is both undesirable and invisible. Not even 5 minutes into the movie, boom, someone tries to sit on her. And I don't know, maybe I've been living in New York too long, but if someone tried to sit on me, I'd be like, don't try me. Don't try me, because I'm gonna call for help. Like, help! Help! And this is like a normal thing for her. She literally tells her friend, someone tries to sit on me again. Like, you're better than me, girl, because hey! And believe me when I tell you, it's literally just because of her hair. It's as if like big curly hair is a cloaking mechanism or something. Like there's a scene where she's working at a rock climbing gym and she's not wearing glasses, and this is pre-transformation, so it's giving that the only thing holding her back in this movie is her hair. Another scene that supports this is when she's giving a presentation in class and her classmates start laughing at her, being like, oh my god, look at her hair. Oh, she's such a frizzball. And you know what? Maybe I'm just not white. Maybe that's why I'm not as sensitive to the frizz, because she looks perfectly normal to me. I mean, to be fair, it's pretty hard to be ugly when you look like this, but I digress. And then of course, this is her transformation, like, oh, okay. So it was never about the glasses, huh? What do you guys have against curly hair? Cause something's not adding up. Like y'all give a girl a just for me perm and act like you solved world hunger? Because she was never unnoticeable. She was never ugly, but she was always Anne freaking Hathaway. Like, was it a cute movie? Yes, but I'm not digging the whole Anne Hathaway was ugly until she straightened her hair. Exhibit B, Rachel Lee Cook and She's All That. In this movie, the most popular guy, Zach Seiler, takes on a bet that he can turn any girl into a prom queen. But then he panics when his friend chooses Lainey Boggs because no, please God, no. She has glasses. She's hideous. Because of her glasses. Like, damn, can I see? Not all of us have 20/20 vision, damn. And that's pretty much it. Like, I mean, I guess she wore overalls too. Guys, let's be serious. This is how I was pulling up to high school. Boots with the fur, cow print skirt, striped felt shirt, learn your animal's purse, and a backpack, and a shapes and colors purse. Like, I know Dada. And he's not just a pair of glasses. Like, I was in the hallways blasting My Little Pony songs to my classmates. I purposefully fell off the bleachers to see if my crush would catch me. He did not. I know Dada. And I will also say I was not an outcast at my school. Now, did I go to an art school? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. So now, as for the transformation, I will say that haircut did eat. Yup, they did their one little one too. But you're trying to tell me that she was ugly until she took off her glasses and now everyone's obsessed with her? That doesn't make sense. Why? Because she was never ugly in the first place. Sorry, I don't know what came over me. Woo, passionate. Exhibit C, Allison in The Breakfast Club. Top 3 worst makeovers of all time, because what is this? What am I looking at right now? This movie was one of the first times I thought, oh, well, maybe she's just an outcast because she's genuinely just unlikable, which is not her fault. She gives very scared, she's very anxious. There's literally a scene where the popular guy is trying to get her to open up and she's reacting to him like a scared cat. She has outbursts that are off-putting and confusing to her peers. And you know what? I was with it until I saw this nonsense. Like, the popular girl gives her a makeover and now the popular guy likes her. And this is the makeover we're talking about. Please be serious. Like, I guess I get it in the sense that now she fits in more with his preppy aesthetic, but we're not gonna act like she didn't lose all her swag right now. Like, she went from I miss the rage to I'm ready to go to church, mother. Man gonna talk about some I can see your face now. What were you seeing before? This is giving face, no? Like, this movie is more on the nose than the other ones about promoting the idea that you have to lose your individuality and conform. Conform. Otherwise, you're ugly as hell, which is crazy because this is clearly a glow down. 'Tis the season to talk about Wicked for a second. And I know, I've seen the movie. She's not actually supposed to be conventionally ugly. The point is that society sees her as ugly because she's green. But like, wait a minute. In this universe, animals talk, no? So you're telling me that this guy is pulling up to class, whispering in your ear all and that's cool. But I'm the ugly one? Why? Because I'm green? Oh, brother, get a load of this guy. And just for the record, if my partner told me, like Fiero told Elphaba, that she's beautiful, only to follow that up with, it's not lying. It's just looking at things from another way. We're breaking up immediately. Like, get out of my face!
And elphaba is supposed to be ugly for being green as a metaphor for the absurdity of racism because obviously she ain't ugly. I mean, like, try to name an ugly green character. You can't. They stay fine. And I can double buy it since we're living in this magical fantasy universe where there's more of a suspension of disbelief, but a lot of the classics that I mentioned are supposed to be like real life. So I'm not buying the Clark Kent transformation. But at least with Superman, they never try to convince us that he's ugly because clearly.
There is also Needy from Jennifer's Body, one of whose first lines is, people just couldn't believe that a babe like Jennifer would ever hang out with a nerd like me. We're just from different worlds, you know, model land and models who wear glasses land. I mean, it is Jennifer's Body, so purposefully unserious, but still. Now this trope does get challenged, like in Clueless when Cher and Dion try to make over the new girl, Ty, and they don't live in a universe where getting a makeover just magically also gives you a face and body transplant, because Ty's crush, Travis, still likes her before and after the makeover, and her style change doesn't automatically make the popular guy fall for her like her friends wanted him to, which is great because he was gross. He was gross and scary. Or in Scooby-Doo 2, Monsters Unleashed, when Velma goes through this iconic transformation to impress the boy that she likes. And let me just say, hey, give me a latex suit. Give me a latex suit. But of course, in the end, the guy actually liked her for who she was and not who she was pretending to be, which I love, but at the same time, we can stud on them every once in a while, no? Because this is giving, hey, let's hit the club. But of course, I approve the message being that she was beautiful before and after the style change. It wasn't the style change that made her beautiful. I also want to include honorable mention Robbie from Victorious. When I was looking into this topic, I saw a lot of claims that the show tried to convince us that Robbie was ugly, which I don't think that was true. I think that the show showed that he was creepy and weird and everyone just reacted appropriately. Not convinced? Let me remind you of some of Robbie's crimes against humanity. Count 1, the caviar incident. Count 2, exploitation. Count 3, the harness incident. Count 4, stalking. So in a personality sense, Robbie is ugly. As in unsettling, gaslighting, lurking, and yikes! Other variations of faux ugly propaganda in media includes when a book explicitly describes a character as ugly and undesirable, and then they somehow cast the most beautiful person known to man for the movie adaptation, as if we wouldn't notice. The book excerpt will be like, she was musty, dusty, and rusty. Ain't nobody wanted her. She was bad, and not in a sexy way. Ew. And then you show up to the movie adaptation and you're like, international supermodel Cindy Crawford, what's she doing in this? Oh, wait, she's supposed to be the ugly one? What the fuck? Or more casually, characters always having perfect hair and makeup no matter what. Like Miley Cyrus and Hannah Montana going to bed and waking up looking perfect all the time. Or Angelina Jolie in her firefighter movie having perfect contour and eyeliner after surviving the night in the woods. Like, damn! Can we not look rough in peace? Or more modernly with glow-up challenges and filters that try to convince you that the way that you naturally show up in the world or want to present yourself isn't good enough. And it's only getting worse because that standard is slowly, well, not slowly, pretty quickly getting more and more out of reach. So listen, Big Pretty doesn't want you to know this, but you're you're beautiful. Just the way that you are. Yeah.